take the chair behind there. That is updated. He will be here later.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our coverage of this round 6 Youth League 2 men's matchup between the Chelsea Gulls and the Sherbrooke Suns. Both teams on the back end of a double-header this weekend. Sherbrooke currently sat in second with a record of 6-1. Chelsea sat in sixth, record of 3-4. Sherbrooke coming off last night, a 29-point win over the Albury-Wodonga Bandits. Chelsea coming off a 12-point loss to the undefeated Darebin Phoenix. We're in for a good match this afternoon. It'll be interesting to see whether Mitch Smits can back up from his 37-point game last night, or whether he's used all his shots for the weekend in last night's match. Starting fives for the two teams taken to the court for the Suns: Aaron Allsbrook, Mitch Smits, Tommy G, Brody Norman, Zion Afu. For the Gulls, Aiton Ben Moyal, Aiden Rickard, Jalen Rose, Jackson Slawinski, and Ty Galea. So about 20 seconds away from getting underway. Alrighty, to get us underway, we're going to have Smits and Galea in the jump. Waiting for the all clear from the score bench. All right, thumbs up from the ref. We are good to go. Smits and Galea in the jump. Almost halves it. In the end, Galea is going to end up with it. Ben Moyal Claims it for the Gulls. Some separation. Ben Moyal wanting to drive left side. Nice lay from Iden Ben Moyal to get the Gulls off the board. Norman now the other end for Sherbrooke. Flicks it over to G. Inside for Smits in the mid-range. Looking for Norman in the key. It gets there eventually. His shot falling out of his hands. However, he was fouled in the attempt. So Brody Norman going to go to the line and shoot 2. The foul on Chelsea, number 1, Aidan Rickard. So Norman at the line, no issues with the first. Gets Sherbrooke off the mark. Converts 2 for 2. Brody Norman from the line. As Rickard inbounds the ball to Rose. He hands to Galea. Hands one more. Ben Moyal. Defended by Afu. Galea at the free throw line. Won't take the shot. Wants to go to work on Allsbrook. Drives inside. Well defended there from the Suns. Ball out of hands. Allsbrook trying to keep it in. Straight into the waiting lap of Rose. The 1-on-3 there. Gets a basket for Chelsea. G looking inside for Smits in the key. In the corner, Afu fires away with the 3-ball offline. Allsbrook there for the offensive rebound. We'll give it to him. That one, we can credit that as a pass. Rose for the Gulls. Gives to Ben Moyal. Driving in, gets to the free throw line. Puts up the mid-range shot off target. Rickard in amongst 3 Suns jerseys. Able to tap the rebound to Slawinski. Driving inside. Ball ends up with Rickard. Back out. Slawinski. Mid-range shot over Norman. Off target. Chelsea another offensive rebound. Rickard drives in this time. He can't find it. Galea pulls down a 4th. 5th offensive rebound now for Rickard. Can't find the shot, but it'll be a foul on the attempt. So Aidan Rickard going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one short at the line for Rickard. .91% free throw shooter this season. Can't find either early on. G rebounds. Allsbrook now sees a gap that he likes, drives into it. Can't find the shot, but he will draw a foul. So Aaron Allsbrook now down the other end, going to go to the line, drawing the foul on the Chelsea number 14, Ty Galea. No mistake on the first from Allsbrook. Nor the second. So Sherbrooke's lead is the 2 points scored by Allsbrook at the line. Rose 1-2 with Ben Moyal, but he stepped out of court before stepping back in and receiving the ball. So it'll be a Sherbrooke basketball. Chelsea going to call an early timeout here. Coach Chase Idleman not happy with what he's seeing. Still got 8:11 on the clock in the first. Apologies with the little scoreboard mishap. So we're going to resume. It'll be a Suns ball from the baseline. G's going to inbound it for Sherbrooke. Inbound pass finds Allsbrook. Allsbrook off the glass. Scoreboard is sorting itself out. Once there's a Chelsea score, their score will fix up. I promise you they haven't scored 91 points in 2 minutes of basketball. And Slawinski goes over. Ben Moyal wants to drive inside, flicks it out. Left side wing. Rose's three-point shot blocked by Smits. Afu comes across to help. He flicks over Slawinski. 3 on the shot clock. Puts up the 3 ball offline. Almost another offensive rebound for the Gulls, but Smits is there to pick it up for Sherbrooke. Pass outside, looking for Afu. Afu looking to keep it in. He's off target. Sherbrooke going to make a substitution. Ballanathan going to check in now for Brody Norman. So Rose. Ball in hand for Chelsea. Gets to the free throw line, looking over the top for Galea. Pass off line, but there'll be a foul called on the Sherbrooke number 20. So it'll be Rose inbounding for Chelsea. His pass finds Slawinski. Pass inside for Kalea, who rolls off the screen. First shot blocked. Second time around, falls into his lap. He can't find it. Rickard rebounds. That one's no good either. Afu rebounds, and Sherbrooke going to slow down, or they're going to put the pace back on the ball. Over now for G. Down to Ballanathan. Wanting to drive, forced to flick it back out. G, right side wing, won't take the 3. Picked up the dribble, has to find a pass. Ballanathan fakes the 3, drives inside, draws the foul. But it won't be adjudged as a shooting foul, so adjudged before the pickup of the dribble. So Sherbrooke hold possession. Afu over to Smits now, right side wing. Can he find his shooting form from last night? That one's short. Rose rebounds. Pass over the top, looking for Ben Moyal. Rose cuts it off, but eventually gets to the aforementioned Ben Moyal. Pass for Rose. Ballanathan got a hand, and in the end, the ball ping-pongs over to Slawinski. His shot goes a miss, and it'll be adjudged as Sherbrooke basketball. Six minutes 30 remaining in the first. As Afu gives to Ballanathan in some space. Ballanathan going to drive in, can't finish it off with the right hand, takes a heavy fall. So the foul called on the Chelsea 14, Ty Galea. Subs for both teams, Daron Sauer. So Daron Sauer checks in for the Suns. Hayden Sannon checking in for the Gulls as Ballanathan at the free throw line. No mistake with the first. Nor the second. So Sherbrooke's lead 6. 6 minutes 20 on the clock in the first. Rose with the inbound. Wants Slawinski. Gets it there eventually. 1-2. Rose receives. Over the top for Slawinski. Defended by Ballanathan. Ball falls over half. Going to have to pick it up, and that will force the cross-court violation. Chelsea make another substitution now. It's Spencer Hansen checking in for Item Ben Moyal. So Ballanathan over to G. Now with Smits. Right side wing. Ballanathan at the free throw line. Won't take the shot. Forced to pass out to G. G goes back out. Smits won't take the 3. 1-2 with Sauer. Will take it now. 3 ball offline. G hustles on the rebound but can't pull it down. It's Hansen for Chelsea. Pass over the top for Rose. Rose over. Slawinski, right side wing, fires the three. That's off target. Offensive rebound now for Sannon for the Gulls. He can't find it. Rose on the putback offensive board. Chelsea dominating the offensive glass here early on. Smits over to Ballanathan. Ballanathan drives. Flicks it out. Afu in the corner. Defended by Rose. Goes back out to Smits, top of the key. Ballanathan, right side wing. Driving inside. Floater shot. Banks in off the glass from Ballanathan. Drawing the foul on Spencer Hansen. So, Chelsea with 5 team fouls very early on in this first term. Ballanathan knocks down the three-point play. He moves to 5. So Hansen loses the dribble. In the end, it comes off the knee of Smits to Afu. 3-on-2 if the Suns move quickly. Smits left side. Up and in off the glass from Mitch Smits. The lead is now 10. Or 9, I should say. Slawinski drives inside. Pass over the top. Looking for Hannon. Or Sannon, I should say. G rebounds. Sauer. Back out to G. Top of the key. Ballanathan. Inside for Sauer at the elbow. Wants to drive inside. Flicks it out. G goes to Afu at the free throw line. Mid-ranger. Sherbrooke all over the Gulls here early on. Lead out to double digits. Slawinski steps around Sauer. And now G. Pass back out. Sannon driving in right side. We're going to have a foul call. The refs will confer as to whether it was shooting or not, I believe. So the foul called on Tom G for the Suns. Hayden Sannon at the line shooting 2. Jackson Slawinski checks out for Kilmer Slawinski now for Chelsea. First one in and out for Sannon. 2 points so far this afternoon. Makes amends with the second. So Chelsea trail it by 10. 4 minutes 20 on the clock in the first. Smits at the free throw line. Looking for Sauer. Was cut out by Chelsea. Pass over the top from Sannon for Rose. Rose now to Slawinski. Slawinski off the glass. Nice fast break play there from Chelsea. Kilmer Slawinski finds his first basket of the afternoon. Ballanathan looking to drive on Slawinski. The shot is no good, but Ballanathan drawing the foul on the Chelsea number 10, Spencer Hansen. That'll be his second personal early on. First one in and out for Ballanathan. Shooting his 4th and 5th free throws already in the first term. Can't make amends with the second either. So 0 for 2 from that trip from Ballanathan. It's Sannon that rebounds. Rose to Hansen. Driving through the middle of the court. Hands it off. Rickard spins. Back out to Hansen. Rose now, top of the key. Slawinski looking inside. Sannon wants to go to work on Afu. He's got a slight mismatch here if he works, plays his cards properly, can't find it. G rebounds. Afu over the top, Ballanathan in a panic in the key. He can't finish it off. Sannon rebounds. Rose over the top now, Slawinski. Driving inside. Runs into a bit of trouble, flicks it out. Rose's 3-ball offline. Sannon and Sauer fight over the rebound, but Smith's going to latch onto it. There's going to be a foul on the Sherbrooke 12. Or was it the Chelsea 12? My apologies. So the foul on Hayden Sannon means Mitch Smith will be at the line. Harry Baker's checked in for Cobella Nathan. Luke McKenzie's checked in for Jalen Rose for Chelsea. Oh, well, there's been a double sub. Brody Norman's in as well. Smith's 2 for 2 from the line. So Hansen now ball in hand for Chelsea. Pass around Sauer. Rickard wants to drive. Flicks it out. McKenzie, who's just checked in. In for Hansen, or for Sannon, I should say. Sannon spins. Shot over the top of Smith. It's off target. A lot of players fighting for that rebound. Out of court, adjudged off Sherbrooke hands. Aaron Allsbrook going to check in now for Tom G. So it's Kilmer Slawinski in charge of the inbound. Slawinski finds McKenzie, who stepped out of court, so Sherbrooke will regain possession. This quarter brought to you by our friends up at the Paradise Valley Hotel. Sherbrooke now through Baker and Norman. Baker finds Smits. Over the top for Sauer. Sauer hands to Smits. Finds Allsbrook in the corner. Allsbrook fires the 3 ball. In and out. Norman hustles for the rebound but taps it out of court. It'll be a Chelsea basketball. So Hansen, ball in hand for the inbound. Slawinski slips behind Sauer and Smits. And Baker, I should say. Slawinski receives again from Rickard, driving inside. Won't find the shot, but Kilmer Slawinski going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one in and out for Slawinski at the line. His first trip to the charity stripe. Makes amends on the second. So Chelsea trail by 9. 2:20 on the clock in the first. Norman wanted Allsbrook in the post. There's going to be a foul called on the Chelsea 12, Hayden Sannon. That'll be his second personal as well. That's 3 players for Chelsea on 2 fouls in the first term. No mistake from Allsbrook on the first. Shooting free throws, number 3 and 4. Second one short. Norman trying to hustle on the offensive board. Ball spills loose. In the end, Chelsea have it now. McKenzie gives off Slawinski. Looking to drive on the left-hand side. Faked the first time, went up the second time. Nice play from Kilmer Slawinski. He's got 5 points early on. Allsbrook gives in to Sauer. Sauer looking to step around. McKenzie drives inside. Shot blocked by McKenzie. Out the back. This is Hansen all on his own. Going to drive it into an open lane. Spencer Hansen finds his first basket of the tie. Smits looking for Norman. Sannon 1 step ahead for Chelsea. Slawinski over the top pass. Looking for McKenzie in some space. Can't find the shot, but will draw a foul. So back-to-back quick baskets for Chelsea and a chance for 2 more free throws to cut the lead back to 4, just like that. Afu checks in now for Sauer. No mistake from McKenzie on the first. Nor the second. So McKenzie's 2 free throws brings the lead back to 4. Norman over the top finds Allsbrook. He hands Afu. Norman top of the key. Swings to Smits, looking for a cut of Afu. Sannon 1 step ahead. Chelsea going to make a substitution. The number 6, Zach Shalito, checking in for Aiden Rickard. Norman in charge of the inbound. There's 11 seconds on the shot clock. Needs to find a pass. Looking for Baker. Slawinski 1 step ahead. Baker keeps it in his half. Afu, 6 on the shot clock. Baker wants to drive inside on Slawinski. Will do so. Shot deflected, and Slawinski picks up the rebound. Steps around for McKenzie. Hansen looks inside. Shalito all on his own. A little bit too slow, but that doesn't matter. He'll put up the shot, drawing another foul. So the foul on Baker for the Suns. That's his second. Shalito can't find the first. Nor the second. Smits rebounds. 55 seconds on the clock in the first. Afu. Looking over the top. Pass was deflected by Hansen. McKenzie latches onto it, but Afu makes up for his mistake and finds the basket. McKenzie inbound pass. 1-2 with Shalito. McKenzie loses the dribble. Afu, another steal. And will draw a foul on McKenzie. So Zion Afu making his presence known late on in this first term. We'll now go to the free throw line for his first set of the affair. First one short from Heifu. They even got a reaction from from the coach, Megan Whitford, there. Makes amends with the second. He moves to 5 points now. Hansen. We're going to have enough time for 2 shots here. Chelsea through McKenzie. Flicks out. Slawinski won't fire the 3. Gets Baker moving. Creates the separation he wants. And Kilmer Slawinski laces the 2 ball. Suns should slow it down now. 10 seconds on the clock. Allsbrook driving inside. Floater over the top. It's offline. Rebound falls for Hansen. They got 5 seconds on the clock now to get it up the court. Sannon over the top. Shalito was all on his own instead. Nails a 3 ball. Hayden Sannon knocks down a deep 3 to end off the first term. Chelsea only trailed by 2 after back-to-back baskets at the end. That was a moon ball and a half, but it's fallen for him, and credit to him. A great shot to finish off the first term. It's at the first break. Aaron Allsbrook leading the Suns scoring. He has 7. Zion Afu, Coe, Ballin Nathan both have 5. For the Gulls, Hayden Sannon, after that last gasp shot, has 6 points. Kilmer Slawinski has 7. And it's a tight game here. Chelsea almost pushing Darabin to their limit last night, only going down by the 12 points. Obviously, Darabin, the only team to hand Sherbrooke a loss this season. So the 5 taken into the court now for Sherbrooke to start the second term includes Blake Fraser and Tommy G, who have checked in at the break. looks to be the same five on the court for Chelsea who ended the first. There's Fraser now with the inbound for Sherbrooke. Gives to Norman. Norman hands off to Smits. Smits wants to drive on Slawinski. Driving inside. Can't find the shot, but he will draw a foul. Mitch Smits at the line, shooting 2. Second trip to the free throw line. No mistake on the first from Smits. Nor the second. So Smits gets us underway with 2 free throws to start the second term. Slawinski, 3 ball over the top of G, off target, and there's been a foul called on the rebound. It'll be on the Sherbrooke 24, Brody Norman. Hanson going to take the inbound pass. $14 on the shot clock for Chelsea. Goes out to the safety net of Sannon. Hands it off to Slawinski. Over in the corner. McKenzie fires away. A 3 ball and connects. Luke McKenzie brings it to within 1 for Chelsea. Smits wants to drive on Sannon. And will force his way back to the free throw line for another 2 free throws. Drawing the foul on Hayden Sannon. That's his 3rd personal. Aiton Ben Moyar going to check in for Spencer Hanson, who picked his 3rd foul up on the first foul on Smits. No mistake from Smits on the first. Now 5 for 5 from the line this afternoon. And I've definitely just put the Moz on. Oh, God, I got to stop saying that. Slawinski loses the dribble. It's going to fall out of court. Keep putting the absolute Moz on the free throw shooters. As soon as I mention that they're 100%, bang, next one's missed. G now for the Suns after the turnover from Slawinski. As Ty Galeas checks back in to the contest for Hayden Sannon. Smits driving inside, flicks it out. Fraser, floater, can't bank it in. Rebound falls for Shalito. Pass over the top, looking for McKenzie. Smits and G almost tangle over it. In the end, it falls back to Chelsea. Galea. Over to Shalito, 10 on the shot clock. Ben Moyal. Defended closely by Fraser. Almost loses it. 3 on the shot clock. Got to put up a shot. It's offline. Great defense there from the Suns. Chelsea make another substitution. Kilmer Slawinski going to check out for Jalen Rose. Pass looking for Fraser. Fraser and Norman not on the same page there. So Chelsea get a stop just as quickly as Sherbrooke did. Galea wants to drive on Smits. Pass looking over the top for McKenzie. Will eventually grab onto it for Chelsea. Boynton Moyal drives. And Sherbrooke with another stop. Fraser twice in a row, forcing the stop for Sherbrooke. Norman and Afu in a 1-2 combined to get the ball over the halfway line. Afu fakes the handoff, goes to Smits, left side wing. Out to Fraser, top of the key. Fraser driving inside, the floater shot, it's off target. Galea rebounds. Gives over now to Shalito. Shalito wanted to drive, gains some separation. His floater's offline. Smits over the top for Fraser. Fraser collapsed upon by Shalito and Rose, but the ref has called a foul on the Chelsea number 6, Zach Shalito. So Sherbrooke lead it by 2. Just under 8 minutes remain in the second term. Norman spins, hands it out. Smith's top of the key. Gives to Fraser. Picked up the dribble, needs to find a pass. It was tipped away, so he's got another chance now. Afu gains some separation in the mid-range and draws the foul on Galea. Galea now going to make way for Aiden Rickard after picking up his third. So Afu at the free throw line. No mistake with the first. Nor with the second. Afu moves to 7 points for the afternoon. Sherbrooke's lead 4. Ben Moyal gives to Rickard. Shalito. Off to Ben Moyal once more. 12 on the shot clock. Fraser defending. Ben Moyal spins, loses the dribble. Can the Suns latch onto it? They can. G finds Smits. Smits driving inside, loses it. Afu. Smits in the corner, fires away with a 3-ball. It's off target. Rose rebounds. Sherbrooke now through Ben Moyal. Shalito in the corner, back outside. Ben Moyal swings one more. Rose over the top pass, looking for Rickard. Fraser one step ahead. Forces another stop for the Suns. Smits gets a screen from G. G rolls. Smits finds him. Loses the dribble. Rose picks it up. 2-on-1 here. If Chelsea go quickly, they do. And Shalito goes up and in off the glass for Chelsea. So Fraser. Off to Norman. Flicks it out. G. It's been called for a travel. So Chelsea back-to-back stops. Deron Sauer checking in for the Suns alongside Aaron Allsbrook. Arvo Megadichin going to check in for the Gulls. So Rose inbounds. Megadichin straight on the court, straight in the action, ball in hand. Harassed almost by Fraser. Passes to McKenzie, but he loses it. Afu picks it up, will draw a foul. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. That's Chelsea's 5th foul early on again. Should be 2 shots anyway. That's the 5th foul. The refs have picked up on it now, so Luke McKenzie picks up his second personal, checks out for Kilmer Slawinski. Zion Afu back at the free throw line. Can't find the first 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Make it 4 of 6. Afu makes amends with the second. He's up to 8. Chelsea now through Megadichin. Gets in between Sauer and Norman. Hands off Slawinski. Flicks it back out. Rose. Slawinski in the corner. Fires the 3 over the top of Allsbrook. Almost bounces nicely. Just offline. Sauer rebounds. Needs to find a pass. He does. Fraser. Hands to Sauer. Looking for Allsbrook in the post. Pass back for Sauer. It's offline. Megadichin's there, but can't keep it in court. Sherbrooke hold possession. We got 10 on the shot clock. Fraser with the inbound. Needs to find a pass. It's too long. 5-second violation forced by Chelsea. Megadichin receives from Slawinski. Left side wing, Slawinski driving inside. Finds Rose on the other wing this time. 3 ball. It's offline. Norman rebounds for Sherbrooke. Pass advancing the ball up to Sauer. Sauer looking to spin. Megadichin gets a hand in. Over the top now, Slawinski. Shalito back to Slawinski in a 2-on-1. Kilmer Slawinski has 9 points now for the Gulls. Fraser looking for Allsbrook. It was Rickard who got a hand in, but it fell into Sauer's lap. Back out, Afu. Looking to drive inside. Afu gets the lay. Oh, just offline. Calls for a goaltend from the Suns. We wait for the refs to make their call. So it won't be a goaltend. Co Ballanathan going to check in now for Deron Sauer for the Suns. Zion Afu will have 2 free throws. No mistake from Afu with the first. Nor with the second, so he moves into double-digit points. First player on the court to do so. Rose. Steps around Afu. Fraser came across the double team, meant there had to be Slawinski open, but the pass missed its mark. Ballanathan's inbound across the court to Norman. Ballanathan over to Fraser. Back outside. Ballanathan wanted to drive inside. Goes for the bank shot off target. Megadichin rebounds. Pass over the top for Shalito. Too much on it. So another turnover for Chelsea. So Ballanathan gave to Norman on the inbound, who almost loses it now. Over to Afu. Defended by Rose. Afu drives inside, puts up the shot, just doesn't fall. Allsbrook with the offensive rebound. He will put it up and in. He's got 9. Megadichin driving through the middle, gives off to Slawinski. Spins around Ballanathan. Shot off the glass is nice from Kilmer Slawinski. He moves into 11, double digits. First Chelsea player to do so. Ballanathan driving inside. Can't find the shot and will draw a foul. On the Chelsea number 2, Kilmer Slawinski. Mitch Smith's going to check in now for the Suns. Blake Fraser will make way. No mistake from Ballanathan at the line with the first. Can't convert with the second. Allsbrook's going to be there to hustle, pull down an offensive rebound, trying to keep it in the court. Gave it straight to Rickard. And Smits is going to draw an offensive foul. Now, the ref hasn't seen it. I'm not going to repeat what I've just seen, but let's just say that the Chelsea bench are very lucky that the ref didn't see that. So court sweepers on the court. Aaron Allsbrook giving them a clap of... Afu hands to Ballanathan as play resumes. 3.5 on the clock in the second. Ballanathan looking for the handoff to Norman. Didn't get there, but will pick it back up. Afu over the top for Smith. Smith's reverse shot, can't find it. Allsbrook O-board. Norman cutting inside on his favoured left hand. Can't find it. Rickard and Smiths will collide and combine to force a jump. It'll be a Chelsea basketball. Gira Wright's checked in for Chelsea. Court sweepers back at it again. So Wright getting inbound the ball for Chelsea. Gives to Megaditchin. Looking for Shalito. Smith's one step ahead. Rickard pounces on it to try and force a jump. Can't do so. Ballanathan. Pass gets to Afu. Over to Norman. Norman gives to Allsbrook. Allsbrook driving inside, drawing the foul. On the Chelsea number 9, Gira Wright. So Aaron Allsbrook at the line. No mistake with the first from Allsbrook. He's now into double-digit points. Second one's way short. Rebound, McKenzie. Gives up to Wright. Wright surrounded by Sherbrooke jumpers. Has to wait for the cavalry to arrive. Megaditchin. Pass around Norman. Finds Rickard. He steps around Baker. Blocked by Ballanathan. Enough to put it off target. Second time around. Rickard knocks down the shot. Drawing the foul. So it's not going to count as a basket due to one of the Chelsea players grabbing the net. So instead, Rickard will have 2 free throws as opposed to the 1. No issue from Rickard on the first one. Nor with the second. So Aiden Rickard finds his first 2 points of the afternoon. Baker goes to Ballanathan. Finds Allsbrook cutting around. Wright taps it away, but into the waiting hands of Smiths. Smiths finds Allsbrook. He can't find the reverse lay. Chelsea 2 on zip out the back. And Jalen Rose is going to jam it down for the Gulls. Smiths gives to Norman. Norman almost loses the dribble. Finds Allsbrook. Allsbrook drives on the left side. No good. McKenzie rebounds for Chelsea. Could momentum be shifting here in the final 2 minutes of the first half? Megaditchin goes over. Wright looking down low for Rickard. Norman 1 step ahead. Steps around Wright. Going to slow it down. Out to Baker. Across to Allsbrook. In the corner, Norman. Ballanathan, 10 on the shot clock. Ballanathan spins around Megaditch and puts up the shot. Nice drive from Co Ballanathan. Megaditch finds Wright. He finds Rickard. Rickard driving over Allsbrook, knocks it down, and there will be a foul. So the foul is called on Allsbrook. Tom G going to check in. Tom G checks in for Aaron Allsbrook now. 1.5 minutes on the clock in the second term. No mistake from Rickard. Norman. Giving to G. Back outside, Norman. Drives inside, forcing the foul. Can't find the shot. He'll have 2 free throws. So the foul called on Arvo Megaditch for Chelsea. Norman at the free throw line, can't find the first. Norman converts with the second. George Maravelli is going to check in now for Harry Baker for the Suns. So the inbound pass from Wright to Megaditch and over the top for Rose. Rose back to Megaditch and handing now to Rickard. Rose drives inside and will draw a foul on Mitch Smits for the Suns. It's Jalen Rose at the line now for the Gulls. Rose finds the first. No issue with the second either for Jalen Rose. He goes 2 for 2. 4 points now on the afternoon. Smits gives to Maravellis in the corner. Fakes the 3. Gains some separation for the mid-range 2 ball. George Maravellis knocks it down. Instant impact from Maravellis. Megaditch receives. Around Maravellis for Rose. He's met now by Ballanathan. Megaditch inside. Rickard loses his footing. Megaditch gives to Rose. Across to Wright. Wright gets Smits jumping. Drives inside to the gap that was created. Can't find it. Norman gives to Ballanathan. Spins. Puts up the shot. It won't count as it's been adjudged as a travel. Megaditch, 30 seconds on the clock. Offensive foul called. So we have 30.3 on the clock, so 6 seconds between the shot and game clocks. Norman. Hands to Smits. Smits driving inside, puts up the turnaround shot. It's no good. Right rebounds for the Gulls. Quick advancing pass up to McKenzie. Megaditchin's out the back. He hands to Rose instead of turning around to the hoop, but it doesn't matter. Jalen Rose up and in. 8 seconds on the clock. Norman gets around right, flicks in the corner. G's going to fire the three to end off the first half. Got it! Tom G knocks down the big three to finish off the first half, meaning that Sherbrooke take a 2-point lead into the main break. Top scorers Zion Afu and Aaron Allsbrook both have 10 for the Suns. For the Gulls, Kilmus Lewinsky, he's the only player in double digits with 11. Join us again in 9 minutes' time for the second half of action. At the half, Sherbrooke lead it by 2. 60 seconds from the second half, getting underway between the Sherbrooke Suns and the Chelsea Gulls. Believe that the Suns lead it by 2. However, the Big V website says 3, so we're just double checking that during the break. So the 5 taken to the court for the Gulls looks to be the starting 5, apart from Spencer Hansen, who is in for Aidan Rickard. And then the Suns will start the second half with their starting 5. So G takes the inbound, hands to Afu. Over to Norman. G even. Norman now at the top of the key. Allsbrook left side wing. Afu. G looks inside for Allsbrook on the cut. Can't find the shot. He will pull down his own offensive rebound. Flicks it back out. Smits doesn't take the 3. Gets Hansen jumping. Smits driving inside. Can't find it. Rebound off a lot of pairs of hands. Rosen ends up with it. But his pass for Ben Moyal. The underground pass too low for Ben Moyal. So Sherbrooke will regain possession. So G gives to Norman. Wanting to drive on his favoured left side. Brody Norman just can't finish his dinner. Galea rebounds. Over now for Hansen. Slawinski gets around Norman. Mid-ranger from the free throw line off target. Norman rebounds. Up now for Afu. Over to Norman. In the corner, Smits back out. Top of the key to Afu. Allsbrook. Left side wing to G. Back to Allsbrook. Allsbrook. 10 on the shot clock. Won't take the 3. Instead driving inside. Afu in the corner. He fires up a 3. Off target. Galea rebounds. Ben Moyal now for the Suns. Or for the Gulls even, I should say. Draws the foul on the Sherbrooke number 7, Aaron Allsbrook, and Ben Moyal going to go to the line and shoot 2. So Aitan Ben Moyal at the line, shooting his first set of free throws. Makes amends with the second, does Ben Moyal. So I believe it's a 1-point game. Afu. Handing to Norman. Back out now for Allsbrook. Smits, 10 on the shot clock. Gives to Allsbrook, who cuts, can't find the shot, and it'll be a Chelsea ball. So Chelsea now through Rose. Galea. Looking over the top for Ben Moyal, who cuts and lays it in. So back-to-back baskets for the Gulls early on. Allsbrook, hands to G. In the corner, Smits fires away a 3 ball. Can't connect. Allsbrook and Galea are going to hustle for the O-board. Out of court, it'll be a Sherbrooke ball. Sauer going to check in now. Daron Sauer checks in for Aaron Allsbrook for the Suns. G gives to Sauer, all on his own, who lays it in off the glass. Chelsea now the other way through Rose. Galea driving, puts up the shot, finds it. Ty Galea. His first basket of the afternoon. Norman gives to G. Over now for Sauer. Norman. Wanted Afu, but Hansen does enough to tip it away. Rose picks it up. Ben Moyal driving on Afu. Puts up the shot, can't find it. Norman rebounds for the Suns. But Ben Moyal comes up behind him. Out the back now, Slawinski all on his own. G going to come across to try and do his best. Not much he can do in that situation. Jackson Slawinski lays it in. Norman. 2G. Now Afu. Handing to Smits. Drives inside, loses it. And it'll be a Sherbrooke ball still. The ball tipped away on Smits' attempted drive. Blake Fraser checks in for Brody Norman. Kobala Nathan going to check in now for Zion Afu. G in charge of the inbound. Gives to Smits in the corner. Defended by Rose. 8 on the shot clock. Smits drives inside. Puts up the shot. Can't find it. But he is fouled on the drive by Spencer Hansen. I think that'll be personal foul number 4 for Hansen. It will be. Hansen now going to make way for Gira Wright for Chelsea. Mitch Smits at the free throw line. First one is short. He's got 7 points so far this afternoon. Smits makes amends with the second. Slawinski wanting to drive inside, looking for the flick out. In the end, it's going to fall back into his lap. He's going to put up the floater. It's off target. And there's going to be a foul called on the Sherbrooke 17, Blake Fraser. It'll be a Chelsea ball from the baseline. Fraser's first personal. Right with the inbound, goes out to Slawinski, left side wing. Looking for Galea, who's rolled off the screen. Galea drives inside, can't find the shot. Offensive rebound, puts it back up a second time. Will draw a foul, so Ty Galea going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one short from Galea. He's got 2 points so far this afternoon. Makes amends with the second. Chelsea lead it by 3. G with ball in hand. Wanting to drive inside, loses it. Galea picks up the steal for Chelsea. Ben Moyal. Pass back over to Galea. Looking to step around Smits. Smits popped in front of him, looking to draw the offensive foul. Instead, it'll be a foul called against Smits. That'll be his second personal. So right inbounds to Ben Moyal. Now Slawinski. Galea screens and rolls. Won't put up the shot. Instead passes out. Ben Moyal going to fire a three. It's offline. G rebounds for the Suns. Ballanathan advances it to Sauer. Has Fraser. 1-2 with Fraser. Back to Sauer. Tipped away. Smits picks it up for Sherbrooke. Wants to drive inside. Pass now. Ballanathan. Won't take the three. Instead spins. Lay off the glass. It's no good. Galea rebounds. 3-on-2 here for the Gulls if they move quickly. Right hands. Ben Moyal drives inside on the left-hand side of the ring. Lays it in off the glass. G. Ballanathan looking to receive the pass. Slawinski one step ahead. He'll lay it in. Sherbrooke now going to call a timeout. Chelsea leading it by 5. With 5:19 on the clock in the third. So we're going to resume play with the Suns. Afu gives to Smits. Guarded by Rickard, forced to pick up the dribble. Ballanathan. Mid-range jump shot over the top of Wright. It's short. Sauer's going to hustle and pull up the offensive rebound. He'll draw a foul. Deron Sauer going to go to the line and shoot 2 after the foul from Jackson Slawinski. Subs from both teams. Aaron Allsbrook going to check in. Hayden Sannon going to check in for Chelsea. Ty Galea checks out for the Gulls and Mitch Smits checks out for the Suns. So Sauer 2 for 2 on the free throws, or 1 for 2 I should say. As Slawinski driving inside on his favoured left hand. Nice take from Jackson Slawinski. Ballanathan. Looking to drive through a couple, he does so. And it'll be adjudged to have come off and out of Chelsea hands. So Sherbrooke hold possession. Brody Norman checks in for Blake Fraser for the Suns. Ballanathan in charge of the inbound. Has to go out to the top to Allsbrook. Allsbrook finds Norman. Back out for Allsbrook. Allsbrook spinning, drives inside, loses it. The Suns will hold possession again. Eight seconds on the shot clock for Sherbrooke. Ballanathan's got to find a pass. Goes back outside to Norman. Pass over the top, looking for Allsbrook. Right, cuts it off. 4-on-1 here for the Gulls. They go quickly. They will. Ben Moyal can't finish it off. Rebound falls to Sannon. 1-2 between Wright and Ben Moyal. Back to Ben Moyal in the corner. Almost loses it. Flicks it out. Right in the corner. Fires away. Shots off target. Allsbrook rebounds. And Sherbrooke now through Norman. Afu just keeps it in. Nice pass over the top for Ballanathan. Ballanathan with the reverse. It's offline. Slawinski gives to Wright. Ballanathan cuts off the pass, looking for Ricard. He's going to drive. The reverse finish is good from Co Ballanathan. So the foul on Gira Wright from Chelsea. Tom G going to check in for Deron Sauer. Luke McKenzie going to check in for Gira Wright. Ballanathan's got one free throw. So Ballanathan at the line. Can't find the free throw. Norman with the offensive rebound for Sherbrooke. Almost loses the dribble. Goes to Allsbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Pass over the top for Ballanathan. Ballanathan shot blocked by McKenzie. Pass out the back for Ricard. He wants to drive on Allsbrook. Will do so. Lays it in. So Chelsea's lead is 8. Norman gives to Allsbrook. Pass looking for Ballanathan. Off the hands of Ben Moyal. And then Ballanathan and out of court. So Chelsea find a stop. Ben Moyal gets around Ballanathan. Uses a screen from Sannon. Slawinski. Finds Sannon. Sannon looking to spin. There's going to be an offensive foul.